Hello everyone, this is Line. Today's video day number 234, and for this video I'm just going to be doing a quick HTML code editing stuff, which will be uploaded to newsfornow.com/video day 234, and it's going to be based on video day 232. So I'm just trying to make a quick site based on my idea. And so if you want to follow along, this is what I'm making. So yeah, so here I am making some tables. I love tables. They work great, better than those divs if you're just trying to do something quick and fast. But you know what? Some people may be able to do divs really fast. I just am not as fast with divs as I am with tables. So, and here is the news column. Alright, v-align equals top. So what that does is it vertically aligns anything that's inside of a table cell to the top of the table cell. And let's see, we'll take a look at this. Hello everyone, this is Line. Because it went past. Hello everyone, the 230 drafting up an idea. Really for 1920 by 1080, something a little bit bigger, so there's the thumbnails, and maybe easier to figure out what's going on, skills. So maybe we'll just take what's there. New art added, store added. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to actually have a store, but it was just place or text. So let's put it in a horizontal roll. New art added. Then we'll copy that rule, bring it down. New store add. Copy and paste the rule again, or just paste it because we already had it copied. And the last one is old news. So that's like archived old news. Cool. And because we're doing this at a big screen width at 1920 by 1080, I'm just going to make the table width 100%. And yeah, that sounds good. 100%. And we'll put a border 0, cell padding 0. Whoops, why didn't you do that? I like it when I'm using Dreamweaver, and Dreamweaver likes to help finish my code for me. Cell spacing equals 0. Alright, so that's the one cell on the right. This will be our inner cell of thumbnails. And this is our left menu. And so let's skip ahead in the video. We create original work in various forms. Okay. Well, it's not we, it's I. I'm the only one who works here. I create original work in various forms. Alright. Man, I do a lot of stuff. It's amazing! Oh my goodness! Video production. Alright. And so this is the break tag, so it just breaks whatever text to the next line. So video production, banner ads, break, comic illustration, motion design, comic illustration, motion design, animation, web design, 2D game art, 2D pixel game art. I don't think there's any 3D pixel game art, but I guess since it is 2D, I'll just keep it all 2D. Alright, so let's just upload this real quick and you can see what we have so far and see what it looks like. it's important to keep looking at the updates while you're making it, because you want to make sure that everything looks right. So the text is small, but they are in the proper location. So the news column is on the right, the menu-ish text thing is on the left, and the inner cell of thumbnails is in the middle, in the center. That's exactly what we want. Now, the other thing that was in the video is our logo and the phone and the email address. So let's go back and put the logo in there. So what we're going to do is, we are going to use some CSS in here. So let's make a new table, and this will be for the logo and for the stuff. And we'll put vline equals top. I'm going to copy that. Copy that, Roger. Roger, copy that. And we'll just reuse it. So the line detail drawing company. So in case y'all didn't know, the line detail drawing company is my freelance business name, and I created it many years ago, probably like 1997, 1998-ish. I'll have to look at my business receipt, totally forgot when, but around that time. And I made the name because line detail was a comment that a teacher had made about my work, saying, "Oh, you have great line detail." And because I was so fond of what he had said, it became part of my company name, the Line Detail Drawing Company. And line detail is one word because it was part of my screen name that I used on the internet. You needed 10 letters, I think that's what it is. 3, 7, no. 3, 7, that's 11. So maybe it was up to 15 letters. 3, yeah. Oh, no, it's 6, that's 10. 10 letters. Brain fart. Can't count. So anyhow, yeah, I had to create a screen name, and because it was one word, it just became one word for my company name. I thought it made sense because I was doing all my business on the internet. So let's get back to work here. So email, boom, and then break it, and then we're gonna have the phone, and of course this one will be a width of 1920. So this will be, and we're actually gonna use 100%. And if somebody has a ridiculous screen size, that's the only time it's going to cause... Hello everyone, this is Line, and for today's in text, with the thumbnails... Pause it there. Alright. Alright, so now it's at the top of our screen, and so we don't want that. We want it to be at the bottom. So, let's see. Class. We're going to give this a class, and we're going to name it footer logo. That sounds nice. And just before you add in that class, let's just put in a border equals 0, and we'll grab the cell padding and cell spacing to be 0 as well. Alright, so I have an idea. Because there is a chance that this site could go onto someone's website or into someone's monitor that may be a ridiculous size, I am just going to make this smaller. And the reason for doing so is because I don't want them to have crazy amounts of space. So let's just we're going to make this 1900 pixels in width, so I got rid of the percentage sign, change the number to 1900 instead of 100%, and and I'll do that for this other table that we had made. Alright, so if we upload this, you'll see that it is 1900, and it's going all the way end to end, or almost all the way end to end. And the reason why I made it 1900 instead of 1920 is because we're leaving some space for the scroll bar. And in actuality, let's in the past, let's see, what did I do? I had left a certain amount of space for a scroll bar, but wow, it's been a long time since I made a site. So let's just take a screenshot, and we'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so here is just a document in Photoshop. I'm going to take a screenshot. Alright, so here's a picture of my old website, and we're going to paste it in here. And now, so the reason why I decided I want to take a screenshot is because I want to look at this scroll bar. And so the scroll bar, if we highlight it, it's about 17 pixels. So that's the reason why I'm trying to shave off shave off 20 pixels. So 1920 now becomes 1900, so we're just making room for the scroll bar, should there ever be one that shows up. Alright, so let's add on the, or remove that 20 pixels. So we did that by making this 1900. But the weird thing is I noticed that there is a side scroll bar. Oh, I see the HR is going to the right. Did I forget something in my HTML? There's a possibility. Well, it says 1900 and 1900, so it shouldn't be going anywhere past that, unless I just didn't upload it, and that's what the issue is. So let's re-upload this file, and refresh. Yeah, for some reason it's still going past it, so it could be the HR tags. I'm not quite sure. Alright, well, we'll figure that out in a moment. Let's take this, and we'll upload it without the first table. Bloop. And there's still, as you can see at the bottom, there's still a side scroller. Alright, so let's take the other one, and we'll remove that. And refresh. And that's up there too. So apparently it's not what I think it is. Maybe I just mistyped something. Huh. Is it possible that my screen is not 1920? That's possible too. Let's put in a BG color. But will that even help? We'll put a BG color so we could see that there's color inside of our cell. Bloop, bloop. Uploading, refreshing, and it's extending. Alright, so let's just make sure that my screen resolution is 1920. Yep, 1920 by 1200. So, what is the dealio with, and I wonder if it has anything to do with this Doctype. I don't use Doctype normally, but my Dreamweaver told me that it must be in there. So I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to refresh. And it's still happening. So it doesn't matter. Let's see, view page source, Doctype is gone. Alright. Alright. And I'm also going to get rid of the margin height and margin width on the body tag. Whoops. Doctype, HTML, close tag. Alright, so I'll put that in there. Boom, boom. Yeah, this bothers me. I'm really used to doing HTML code, and I don't know why it's going beyond the side. So, let's see. We're going to set some graphic information here. Boop, 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 boop. Photoshop, come back. Alright, so Control 0 tab. And let's put in some markers. So this will be the exact size that it'll be. So we're saying about 300 there, and then 1900 short would be 1600. 300 there. Alright, so it'll be 300 and 300. So let's do that. Width equals 300. Then we'll copy this. And I'm going to paste it here, but I'm going to change the number. So let's make with 300. So 300 there and 600. So that leaves us with 1300 left. So boom, let's upload that. And for the other table, we will make it that, let's see, let's look at the video graphic. And it's a little bit longer, so maybe we'll say it's like 400 in width for the email phone. So boop boop boo, 400, and for this 1500. Okay, so we're specifying the width, so they should fit properly. Alright, and for some reason we're still going beyond my screen. That stinks. This does say 1900. Down here it says 1900 pixels. Oh, am I zoomed in or something? Is that what's up? Yeah, I was zoomed in 110%. So it was not even a code issue, it was a browser user issue. So thank you for watching that occur and laughing with me, because ha ha ha, that sucks. So if you ever have an issue where something doesn't look right and it's not because of your code, it's because of your web browser. Boom. Alright, so next up, we had added the class footer logo. So let me go to my folder, which was new code. New code, new code, new code. I know I put you in here. Where did you go? Refresh. Where are you hiding, new code? I know you're not new folder. Edit, delete. Alright. Alright, we'll go back up to the top. Click N for new. Oh, we didn't name it new code. That's why. Oh my gosh, so much brain farts in this video. You guys must be having a fun time watching this. So video day 234. So we're going to add in a new folder, CSS. And in here we'll make a new file. And we'll make it video day 234.css. Okay. Okay. Alright, and then we'll upload it. There's nothing inside of it at the moment. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the footer logo. And we're going to put position, absolute, and bottom is 0 pixels, and z index will make it 100. So the higher the number, the higher above it goes everything else. So now we'll just upload these two files. And so now you can see it's at the bottom of the screen, and it's you would say that it's above everything, but there's no way for us to know. But the way we can tell is we are going to make the table that we had before a height of 100%, and let's add in a BG color. So we'll put a BG color for the cell of thumbnails, because that's sort of cutting into the location of where the pink is going to be going into. So now we uploaded it, and boom, you can see that the green is here and the pink is covering it just like we wanted it to. So, excellent. We've done our job. Now let's do one more thing. Let's make the height of the logo table a bit bigger. So height equals 150 and upload that. There we go. Alright, it's a bit big, but that's alright. Now let's go to Photoshop. Height will be 100. Sounds good. Oh, and let's shorten it to 1900 so that we're fitting into the website. Boom. Proceed. Alright. And align detail drawing company. Boom. And for now I'm using a font Times New Roman. At some point I will switch it up and make my own. But for now, we're going to use this. And there we go, 100 pixel size. Cool. Maybe just like the video I use this in like blue-ish color. So we'll use that. And we have to make it smaller. We had used 400 pixels, right, for the bottom right corner phone and email. So let's just make sure that we've got the right size here. Oh, turn on snapping, Control Shift semicolon. Oh, for some reason it doesn't want to snap. Control Shift semicolon. Put in a new marquee. Move this. Boom. Now it snaps. Great. So the reason I want to do that is because in actuality I don't want my logo to be as long as 1900. I want it to be 1500. So I'm going to turn off the background. We're going to hit the letter C. Oh, hold on. C to crop. Alright. And then we'll export this graphic. And we're going to go to work news for now and video day 234, and then we'll make a new folder, site images, and we'll name it logo 1500 x 100. Cool. So now I will go to where it says the Line Detail Drawing Company. I'm going to remove that, and we're going to bring the graphic in. Boom. And then where it says Alt, we're going to put that text that we copied and put it in there. So this way anybody who's using a screen reader, they may be partially blind or fully blind, they'll be able to read the graphic. So now the graphic's in there, but I did not upload it. Put. Okay, there we are. So now we've got that, and we're going to change the height of the box to 100. Great, so we're almost there. Alright, so now let's change our email and phone. We're going to get rid of the background color that is there, as we don't need it. Okay, and email line@linedetail.com. phone. Cool. All right. So, bam. We did that. And now that we have the green out, which we're just showing for testing purposes, let's get rid of that. Boop, 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 ba-doo. And we don't have a V-align top, so we're going to grab that from the other cells and plop it into our center cell. Okay. And do we want to do tables? Let's see. Alright, so this is the site that we had from before. I'm just using it for visual sizing. So, actually I don't even know what I just dragged out. Boop, boop, boop. Could not complete your quest because the content layer is not directly editable. What? Delete. Okay. So let's click and drag this out a little bit. So size that we're going to be using is 600 from 1300. And so we want to leave some space. So 1200, 13. So let's say it's like 1200, and then we divide it by 4. So 300 a box. 300 by 300. Or we could do like a 300 at a 16 by 9 ratio. Does that sound cool? Let's see what that would be. 16 width, 9 height, 300 by 169. Okay. Height, 169. Oh, so we almost made it. That was pretty close. Alright. So we take that, and we duplicate it, and duplicate it, and duplicate it. Alright. Alright. So, even though before I said I like to use tables, I'm going to use divs for this portion right here. And thumb 1. And we'll do a style. I'll put width equals 300 px. Height equals 169 px. Sorry for the clearing of the throat sounds. That's annoying and gross, right? And background color. And I guess we can just make it black. And text. Oh, that's color. Duh. Color. And we'll make it white. Okay. So that's thumb 1. So we're just going to upload that. File complete, waiting for server. Woohoo! Refresh the page, and so now we've got a thumb in there. And then we're going to put 3 thumbs, they'll be side by side. Actually, 4. Yeah. So thumb 2, thumb 3, thumb 4. And refresh. And they all go below each other. That's great. So, because I'm not that great with divs and CSS, I'm going to use a table. And I love these tables because they just work. They work so great. Alright. So we were saying that the width is 300. So we're going to make this table 1300. And we're going to v-align equals top. And regular align center. Boom. And just going to drop this code down a little bit. And we're going to make 4 of these. And we're going to take these divs and we're going to place them inside of them. Boom. That's 1. Here is number 2. Here is number 3. And here's number 4. And we'll upload it. And voila! Now they're all separated nice and neatly across. And we could take the table row from this table. Oops. And we'll copy it and we'll paste it. I think we needed 4 rows, so boom. Great. So they're all in there, almost like I had planned. And let's see, let's go to the video graphic. Oh, so I did 3. Interesting. I wonder if I planned that thinking, oh wow, it's not going to fit properly. You know what? Because of that, I'm going to try something. So we have 300 by 169. That is 220, 238. 238, 600 by 238. But I don't even think that'll work, because that's not large enough space. I was thinking, oh, let's try to make it so it goes 3 times its size to try to fit. So you know what we'll do is we will we're going to delete this here, bloop, and we'll take these, put them in a folder, and we'll click and drag these out. So I'm going under a safe assumption that when I drag them, that they're all about the same size. But you never know. Maybe Photoshop doesn't want them to resize the way I'd like them to. So there we go, we have 3 of them. Alright. It says here that it's about 420 pixels by 236. So 420. Let's see what that comes out to being in a 16 by 9. 420, 236. Yep, that's correct. Alright, so let's do that. Let's do the 3. Alright, so we're going to take this and find it. So what I'm doing is I'm copying or I'm highlighting the width that's here. And the reason why we're doing so is because I want to edit all the divs that I just made. And this is the fastest way to do it, especially in Dreamweaver. So what we're doing is we hit Control F to go to find and replace. We're finding the code that says with colon 300px semicolon. And I believe the only time we ever use that is with these divs, no other thing. We do have width set for the columns, but the width is width equals quotation marks. So that is not CSS code, that's for the HTML attribution for the table cell. This is just for the CSS of those divs that we created. So I'm going to click Find, I'm going to click Replace, and I'm going to click Replace All, and it's hit Find in the current document, which is our video 234 index.html file. So hitting Replace All, boom. So now we've replaced all of the code that's at 300px, and now it's 420. And let's go back to here. I forgot what the other 236. And so now we're going to change height 169px and change it to 236. 236. Replace all, and we had 3 columns. So let's get rid of. Wait, do we have 3 or do we have 4? Brain fart. Okay, so we had 3 columns. So we'll get rid of 1 row. Okay. So now let's upload that. And we'll see if things fit. Whoa! That's huge. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I did do something wrong. the thing that we did wrong is that because we had made those extra cells, it's actually incorrect coding. So we actually have to do some edits here. I'm not trying to be all smart and quick, and yeah, that didn't work out in my favor. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, so now I'll upload that, and that should work. Okay, cool. So we're almost back where we want to be. We just need to align our table to the center. So align equals center, upload. Huh? Did not do what I wanted it to do. Align equals center. Upload one more time. Let's view page source, make sure it says align equals center. It does. Alright, so alright, and let's add in some center tags. Yeah, I think it just looks like it's off because of this, our menu. So that's the reason. Okay, so let's get out of that Control F. And alright, now we're going to name this class left menu. And let's copy that. Now we're going to modify our left menu. So let's make the font. We'll go with this Gotham sans serif set, and we'll make it 24px. Let's see if that works. We'll upload both pieces of code, the HTML code and the CSS code. Refresh. No. Yeah, I tried to do it that text, font, size, 24px. With font, you should be able to put the font and the size and other attributions at the same time. For some reason, it didn't want to work. So I create work in various forms, video production, cool. So now it's a bit bigger. Now we just modify the code real quick. And just drop this down one more line. Refresh. Boom. Cool. Alright, so we have all of our thumbs. And so now let's name them based on what I was going to put in there. So video production, banner ads, comic illustration. Okay. Video production. I put video production, but let's put video editing. Because even though I can record or I can shoot the video, I don't have that much experience with that. It's very basic in lighting and everything. So I'm not going to try to put that in there. Video editing I can do, no problem. Next is banner ads. I can do that, no problem. Comic illustration, I do that, no problem. Motion design, no problem. Animation, no problem. Web design. 2D game design. But we were going to modify that to 2D game art. Because game design and game art is two different things. And 2D pixel art. And you know what? Let's change something around. We're going to bring web design up here next to video editing. We're going to take out video editing and put it here. We're going to take the animation and put it here. And even though I wasn't going to do it, I'm going to put it. So video production. Because I can bring out a camera, and even though it's basic, it's still better than not being able to do it, right? So when it comes to portfolios, people look at your work and then they judge your work, and then they say, hey, I'm going to hire you based on what they see. So if my work is good, it doesn't have to be excellent, you could still get you a job. And even if it's not good, but they think, oh wow, he could take videos, it's not, it doesn't have to be anything special, it's just enough, then boom, great. So we've got all our cells. The only issue is that there's not enough padding between them. So we have a 420, 1600, 1660. So we have 1660. Wait, no, 1260. I can't count. Brain farts. 1260, which leaves us with 40 pixels. Is that right? 40 pixels. So 40 pixels spacing, we'll need 20. So 20 between each cell. Bloop. Great. So now there's 20 here and 20 here. Great, great, great. Alright, so let's add one more thing. Past work. That's what we'll name it. And we'll put that in bold. I like B. B is so simple. B is another HTML code, but for some reason it's deprecated. Strong is the way it's supposed to be used now. So let's do a style. And we'll do font size. And we'll do 24px again. Actually, no. Let's make it a little larger. We'll make it 36. So it's a little larger than the side that we had over there. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Past work. Great. Except it's very close to the top. So, with basic HTML code editing, I'm just going to put in a break. And we'll do that for our left side and our right side. Cool. Alright, I'm happy with that for now. But let's modify our bottom text. So, style, font size, and 24px semicolon. Upload. Boom. I'd like it to be the same color as this. What is this color? 00CCFF. Okay. Color. And I'm going to yell at myself, and I don't usually like light colored text on light colored backgrounds. Because I think it's hard to read. So, but the contrast isn't bad here. So let's make this a little bit larger. I think we can go with 36 possibly. Or what's half of that? 18 plus 24. 34. 42? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. And if it's not, that's okay. Oh, it's too big. Too big! Alright, let's go with 36. Stick with 36. Yeah, it's still too big. Let me put a BG color in there real quick, just because I want to make sure that doesn't matter what color it is. Okay, yeah, so we're just we're going beyond the boundaries of our box here. Let's make this 30. Upload. And boom. Alright, that's fine, that works. And right now we have v-align at top. We're going to do v-align equals middle. And we're going to get rid of the background color. And we're going to upload. Refresh. Boom. Cool. Alright, so the only issue I have is that it's not hugging up against the left side. But you know what we can do is we can make the graphic that we made align to the right. Boom. And then upload. We are refreshing. It is not doing... Oh, it's because I made the graphic as freaking long. So it's not going to do what I want it to do. Duh. Alright, so let's get rid of the align equals right. Whoops. Save. Upload, no. And what can we do about this? Well, we don't really need this to be as long as it is. So wait, what was that? That is 24. Alright, so we've got 24 pixels on the left. And 24 on the right, let's say. But in actuality, I guess we don't really need to do that. Let's go to 1220. So the size of this graphic is going to be 1220. Or let's make it... Wait, what is it currently? 1500? Let's make it 1300. Proceed. And we'll save it to the same location. But we're going to name it 1300. Bloop. Okay. And all we have to do is switch out the numbers here. It's got 1313, and because it was 1900, we change the cell of the other one to 6. Okay. And then we upload. The clearing of the throat sounds so much fun. And drinking water sounds too. And we upload. Refresh. Hey, what's going on? Oh, duh. I right-clicked on the wrong one and uploaded it. But it shouldn't have shown up, so I don't know. Did I not upload HTML? Let's find out in a moment. What are you doing to me? I know that we uploaded this HTML file. Should dependent files be no? No. We're good. Go here. Refresh. Reload. Control-Shift. Reload. Oh, maybe it did do it. I'm just thinking that it didn't move. Okay. Cool. Alright, so now the text is aligned to the left, just like I wanted it in my graphic. But maybe we can make this text just a little bit bigger to just a little bit bigger so that it goes to the end just like how I wanted it. So let's go with 36. Alright, cool, great. Alright, so now one more thing we can do is we're going to change the font size of our right side. I'm just going to grab the code that's in my other cell and we'll upload that. I have a feeling 36 is way too big. Let's go with 24. Upload. Did I grab from the right location? Oh, I grabbed from there. Yeah. Alright, well. That's all right. We'll modify that. Let's make it 18. Great. And that works. Alright guys, well, that's it for video day number 234. This is me editing some HTML code. That's news for now, and I'll speak to y'all tomorrow. And we need some sort of special ending. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alright, youtube.com/news for now. Alright, that's news for now. I'll speak to y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.